Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the eternal Father of heaven and earth, Yahweh Bashem Mashak Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Peace and blessings to the children of the Most High, Israel, and peace and blessings to you Gentiles as well. Today, family, I wanted to take a little pit stop. All right, wanted to take a little pit stop. From the Apocryphon of John. Because something was heavy on my spirit today, and I figured I'd deliver it to y'all. It weighed heavy on my spirit. So, figure I, just bring it out, man, because it's edifying, and it's something that I, touched on before, but not really getting into the details of. And honestly, I don't know. I don't think I did touch on it before, but either way, all praises. We're going to go ahead and go around back again. And what I want to talk about is a love for money. The love for money. Like I said, it was weighing heavy on my spirit today to do it. And, had to bring it out. Had to. So, I want to go to the first precept that we pretty much all know and heard of before. In the KJV. We're going to go to... It's lucky, y'all. My allergies is... Boy, it's messing up that time of the season, so excuse me. But 1 Timothy 6 and 10. And it reads, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." That's a strong definition. Well, phrase. "Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." It says it's the root of all evil, the love for money, the love of money. You might ask yourself, well, how can you err from the faith? Y'all ever heard that one scripture where it said, it escapes me where it's at, but, it says the birds of the earth have no worries. And are we not more than the birds? They don't think what to eat each and every day. They just get up, go about their day, get their babies what they need, right? But here you got the children of the Most High. You see it out here in this world. They covet it after money, and they depend on money more than the Most High. You see it each and every day. Whether it's famous people, whether it's people who solely strive to get it, you know, and they just forget about the Most High. I gotta make a way. I gotta make a way. You know, and that's where that covenant comes from. Let's look up what the word covenant means. And this is on Edom Online. It says much desired by, past slot, much desired, much sought after. So that means you seek it out extremely with the passion. It's much sought out for you. It's never enough for you. Never, right? You seek it out. It's your passion. And then another definition is to desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others. Ooh, I'm going to say that one more time. To desire or wish for inordinately or without regards for the rights of others. You know what that means? Let me give you an example. You know, and this ain't just for, rich people, right? You got people who are maybe in poverty, and they, what happens is they envy the wicked, and they start to see like, well, why I ain't got this? Why I ain't got that? You see it, right? And a good example is like, oh, okay, well, you don't regard the rights of others. Somebody tell you, hey, I ain't got it, right? But you continue to ask them. Tell you, hey, I don't got it right now. You don't believe them, or you disregard it. You continue to ask them, right? And then another way is you step on other people to get to the top. You step on them regarding how they feel, regarding you just misuse them. You want the money so bad you'll do anything to get it. You don't regard the rights of others. And then the other definition is desire or lust after. We all know what lust means, right? Lust, passionate desire, eagerness, ambition, very desirous, right? Long for, right? Some people think they get a get out of jail free card because they're going through some stuff. But it's the same thing. You can be poor and still not regard the rights of others. Because the money blinds you, because of the position you in, it blinds you, and it makes you doubt, and then it starts to creep in. Oh, well, I gotta do any way. That's where you get your the product of your environment. When they put the guns out here, the drugs out here, now everybody gotta get to it, right? They gotta get to it because it blinds them and to thinking that they gotta get it by any means, or in a sense they don't regard others. They continue to ask. So most people, if they don't answer them, they feel a type of way, or damn, did I do the right thing? Well, if you don't got it, of course, but a lot of people like to misuse people and take their kindness for weakness. That's why scripture says you got to watch who you let in your house. Yeah, even somebody who's not doing well can still take advantage of somebody for their personal habits and uses. That's what a lot of people don't look at, really. They get escape jail, you get out of jail free card, right? But no. So coveted, means to sought after much desire. So let's reread that. All right. So it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money. You love it so much, you'll do anything to get it. You don't care who you step on. You don't care who you hurt. You don't care who you cut off. You don't care who you push to the side. You don't care or consider the father or the beloved son. That's your daily motive, is to get money. Money, 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 money. Hey, it's okay to get money because we need it here, right? We need it. That's the thing that we need, right? Fortunately, that's the way it is. But once you start putting things aside, put the father aside, that's showing that love for that money. So, but it says in verse 11, but thou, O man of God, right, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. Those are all the things that you need to have in this life. You don't have to rush to the money. Don't. You have to have faith, right? You always worried about what you're gonna do, pay your bills. You worried about this, you worried about that, and then you jump the gun. You go, just barbaring people, and and it's okay to ask. Hey, closed mouths don't get fed, but you got to have faith. Faith without works is dead. You gotta have faith. You got to. So when things might seem bad or sticky situation, you gotta have faith. You, like he said, we are we not more than the birds that are in the trees, right? We are. So we gotta have that faith. We are his children. He's another instance, right? In scriptures it says, you never seen the and I'm gonna get that. Never seen the righteous forsaken or the seed begging bread, right? I'm gonna get that, but I'm going to continue to read here. It says, fight the good fight of faith. You got to have faith. If you ain't got faith, you don't have nothing. Right? He says, seek out the kingdom of heaven. Everything shall be added unto you. But it's just because you're impatient, you want to rush things. You want to continue to do the same thing over and over again. Right? You continue to disregard what people said. You continue to just do your own thing. It's like, forget what that person said, And it says, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Right? So, let's go ahead, and get into this deeper. Certain stuff you shouldn't do for money. You shouldn't. Certain jobs you shouldn't do in this worldly, carnal, fleshly, worldly we live in. And people don't want to help others anymore. It's all about money nowadays. If you ain't getting no money, I don't want to talk to you. That's what it's about. People can't just genuinely help people out of love and not think to get nothing back, right? See, we gonna hit both sides of the spectrum today. Oh yeah. What is crossing the line when it comes to money? What is crossing the line when it comes to money, right? So, let's go to Exodus 22. Exodus 22. All right. Exodus 22. And we're going to do hit 14. And it says, and if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner therefore being not with it, he shall surely make it good, right? So more so when it's talking about this is referring to meat or slot, an animal, cattle, or anything like that, because money really wasn't a big thing in the ancient days, right? But we can compare it to now, right? So basically what this is saying, if you lend something to somebody, you should want to pay them back. You should want to pay them back, right? You should want to give more than, right? And the lender shouldn't want shouldn't ask for anything in return. It's all out of love, right? But you just can't go without at least attempting to repay that said person back, right? If you got it. And it says right here, once again, and if a man borrow aught his neighbor and it is hurt or die, the owner therefore being not with it, he shall surely make it good, right? So make it means. So make up for it, All praises. So let's read it in NLT. It says in verse 14, Exodus 22, if someone borrows an animal from a neighbor and it is injured or dies, right? When the owner is absent, the person who borrowed it must pay full compensation, right? So if anything that you, let's put money in example, right? Because ain't nobody got cattle today in this age, right? If it is something like, especially for your brother or sister, right? You should wanna repay that, right? You never know what they might be going through. They could have gave you close to their last. They could be struggling right now, and you not even know it because they're trying to be, especially for the men. This really goes for the men because the men sometimes we could be stubborn. Sometimes we could just want to do it ourselves without even asking, right? Sometimes we just want to, just be a man, right? So you never know what your brother is going through. So, you should want to pay that back, right? So let's go ahead and go to the next precept. I'm going to go to Luke 6. Right? We're going to hit the other side of the spectrum. Luke 6. All right? So let's get that. And we're going to hit verse 34. And it says, and this is Yahushua speaking, and if ye lend to them of whom you hope to receive, what thank have you? Right? If you want to receive it back, is that really truly out of love? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again, right? So do you know more than the sinner, right? So that's why when we do things, we do it out of love, man. Love. Damn, man, this world is so full of wickedness and revolves around money and power. People will do anything for money. Greed, selfishness, greedy. They'll murder for money, unalive, right? Sell drugs, right? Do all kinds of wickedness, sell their bodies, etc., right? All the things that the Most High hates. See, that's when you crossing that line. That's when you love money. You'll do anything to get it. Verse 35, Luke 6. But love you your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again. Out of love. He said even your enemies. Can some of y'all do that? If your enemy was really struggling. Enemy is somebody who doesn't really truly love the Most High, who doesn't go according to his scriptures, who are not in tune, right? Who does wickedly evil things, right? Or some people just might not, give him praise. Or it might be a Gentile that might not give him praise. You see on the street, they're struggling, right? Don't have a roof over their head, right? They might have did something in their past that wasn't pleasing to the sight, right? All things is a cause and reaction here. Will you help them? Will you help them, right? Now, I'm not saying nobody who's rich. No, not at all. That's not what the scripture says, right? Be wise in what you do. And it says, but love your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again. Nothing. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil, right? Be ye therefore merciful as your Father is also merciful. See, some people ain't merciful. They just not. They'll look at somebody with a stank eye and walk right past them and call themselves a man of the Lord and call themselves a woman of the Lord, right? Or they'll continue to push the limit, right? Continue to do things where they know they draining their brother or sister, right? Or anybody, right? And have a malicious intent. See, the Most High knows everything, right? What you do with it is what you do, right? See, it gotta be pure, right? Judge not, and ye should not be judged. Condemn not, and ye should not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. See, a lot of people condemn people out there. A lot of people judge people out there, and they critique the smallest things, right? Now, I understand somebody's off in the scriptures, correction is needed. But when you talk about somebody in the smallest way, you don't like the way they do. You don't like the way they smell. You don't like the way they look. You don't like what they do on a normal basis when they talk, right? That's like talking about Moses' speech impediment. That's like when Yahushua, he didn't wash his hands before he was eating. They say, well, hey, you got to wash your hands, man. He looked at them and said, it's not what goes in the mouth, but what comes out. What goes in comes out, and what comes out lasts forever. So watch what you say, right? The tongue is a double-edged, two-edged sword, right? That's why it says be slow to speak, quick to hear, and slow to wrath, right? But people had the littlest things to critique, So let me go to Psalms 37. Psalms 37. And we're going to start at verse 12. Psalms 37 and 12. And it reads, actually 11. It says, but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. If y'all don't know what meek is, right? Let's look it up. There's nothing wrong with a refresher. Meek means gentle or mild or tempered, forbearing, under injury or annoyance, right? Unassuming, right? To be calm, slippery, right? To be just calm, man. Gentle, loving, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, right? Verse 12, Psalms 37 and 12 says, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnashed upon him with his teeth. And the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming, right? See, revenge is in the Father's hands. It's a lot. The Father's hands, right? It says, verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. And you see that all the time. Rich get richer and the poor get poor. And our people, the Israelites, man, they'll do anything to get the money, right? Even Gentiles, of course, they do, right? They'll even sell their soul. That's when it's crossing the line too, right? Like I said, you do anything to get the money. It says, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. They ask a man that's don't really have much, why are you happy? Why do you still get up in the morning? Why, when people mess with you or gang stalk or etc., right? Or just put all kind of burden on you. Why do you get up in the morning? You still be happy. Why you don't have much? You only got what little, right? Why is he still happy? Why is she still happy? Right? When people mess with you because you're a man of the Lord, a woman of the Lord, you know, just to aggravate you, right? Because of what you believe in and put your trust and faith in. Why is this? Why is he or she still happy? Dang, I'm trying everything I can to make him mad or make her mad. Why? Because we build our treasure up in heaven. Because we love the Father. That's our peace. He relieves us from the abundance of burden that's upon this earth. Yeah, we get down sometimes, but we get right back up. We don't let that wallow. We don't let it idle, and we don't want it around us. And we stay strong in this truth, no matter what comes against us. All praises due. You know, it ain't about money for us. It ain't about vainglory. It ain't about power. It ain't about authority. For Psalms 37 and 17. Man, let me hit 16 again. It says, a little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many. I wonder why. All that money and people are still depressed and sad and it seem like they missing something inside. Ain't nothing like the Most High's love. Ain't nothing like the beloved Son's love. Ain't nothing like it. Verse 17, for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Father uphold the righteous. He upholds us, right? We're that bird that gets up in the morning. Don't look for nothing. Don't got nothing, but the Father provides. You got a roof over your head, you bless. You're not looking at the sky at night, you bless. You're not getting rained on, you bless. We're blessed for what we have, not for what we want. Verse 18, the Father knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. And we know this and believe this and have faith in this. We don't build a treasure upon the earth that's carnal and corrupts and molds, but something that's eternal in the heavenly realms. And people don't get it. They don't believe it, and you ain't got to believe it. You just stay right here and idle where you are. Because if you continue to build your treasure upon the earth, there's nothing that's going to come out of that but sorrow, pain, and death. And spiritual death, actually, not the physical death, because everybody dies, right? But spiritual, right? And it takes you away from the love of the Most High because you replace it with the love of money. Verse 19, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. In the end days of famine, they should be satisfied. Are we not? But some people ain't satisfied. They got to have more and more. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy and giveth. You got all kind of people like that. And like I said, it's not the rich. It's more so, it could be the poor, right? But they borroweth and don't pay it back again. They don't even be considerate enough to think like, hey, they might really need it, right? But some people are not able to, and that's understandable. So, these are the traits not to follow, because once you cross the line, you got to find your way back. It says, verse 21, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy and giveth, right? We shew mercy and giveth. We don't expect nothing back, right? But we go through things too. It says, for such as it be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they shall be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, the Father, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Father upholdeth him with his hand. See what I said? Look, we fall, but we get right back up. We go through things, but we get through them. We bear burdens, but we lift them up. We don't do it. The Father does. He holds our burdens. right? So we may be going through a bad day or something like that, but that's it. We ain't gonna let that idle. Not at all. It says, I have been young and now I'm old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread, right? So it means the prophecy that this David said, man, never seen the righteous forsaken nor the seed begging bread. Never seen us without a roof over our head, right? It stayed like that, right? Some people have come from that. Some people have been homeless, but they had faith and depended in the Father. They didn't idle in the same position. They weren't contempt, right? They had faith that they were going to get out of the position they're in, and that's why you don't see nobody strung out on the streets. Ain't got nothing, right? Just idled in the same spot, right? Don't have the faith to do something. But what does the Father tell us to do for those people? Bless them, have mercy, show them love, care, passion, help them, feed them if they're hungry, clothe them if they're cold. The Most High did the same for us. Show mercy, and you should have mercy upon you. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For the Father loveth judgment and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. All praises. And you don't want to be a part of the wicked seed, I'm going to read this one precept that we all know. Matthew 19 and verse 24. Yahushua said, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Father. Do y'all know a camel has a humpback? Even if that needle was, as big as the camel's head, it would be having troubles because that hump. He's basically saying, man, that it's extremely hard for a rich man to get in, because if you're rich, you have love for the money, you do things wickedly to get it, right? Matthew 19 has some real, real good meat here. It really does. Let me go to Matthew 22. In verse 20. And it says, and he saith unto them, Yahushua said this, who is this image in can't even talk. Superscription. They say unto him, Caesar's, right? Then they say unto him, render. Yahushua said it to them, render. Right, and this is Caesar on the coin. He was showing them money. This is what Yahushua said about it. He said, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and render the fathers on the things that are the fathers. What does that mean? Well, it definitely don't mean when the church house give tithes, they say, oh, it's for the Most High. Give your last. Give your last. Bring it all in. Oh, y'all didn't tithe. Good enough last week. Oh, they was real low. And the pastor over here driving in a 2024 Cadillac or a black truck to church every day. Man, y'all know churches are paid by CO3 charter. Look into it. Don't take my word for it, but look into it. So don't be deceived, y'all. Continue to put strong in the faith in Hamashiach Yahushua and the Father, right? Father first, right? But yeah, the Father don't want filthy lucre. He don't want filthy lucre, right? He don't want your money. He wants your love. But that's what the church houses do. Oh, you didn't tithe good enough. You gotta tithe more. Back in the day, in ancient times, they didn't even do tithing like that, man. It was for the Levites because they was out teaching the word. They gave them the meats of their cattle. They didn't have cattle to raise, right? So even in this time, you shouldn't be giving to the pastor. Help each other. If the pastor's down and out, help him, right? But they manipulate this word and make it about money. See, the love of money is the root of all evil. Mm, 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 mm. So I pray this was edifying to y'all. And I pray that if it is, somebody out there that's listening that's been through this, I pray it was helpful. I pray it was conviction. I pray that it convict and heals. I love y'all out there, and I felt like this message was needed. Continue to be on that righteous path for the ones that are. Continue to push, Don't look down on somebody. Don't see yourself above anybody. Be meek and humble, all right? Yeah, we're the Most High children, but you should never look down on somebody that's on the side of the road, because that could be you. So I love y'all, family. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the eternal Father of heaven and earth, Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. I'll catch y'all in the next vid. Shalom.